Okay, so in this video we would be using this VS Code terminal. Now, as I have shown in the previous video, that what you can do is you can simply just console log. Okay, and you can do like this. So this will take you to your browser, and if you right click and press inspect element, what you will get is you'll get this. Okay, right now it's not reloading. Okay, I haven't linked up. Script source script.js. Yeah, so I haven't linked this up yet. So now if you see, you can see hello world on the console, but every time I need to go to the console. So instead what I will do is you need to learn how to open your VS Code terminal. So now as you are opening, so before the video of the variable starts, I would like to say is you can just close this and go to terminal and new terminal. You can start this way. Okay, so now what we will do is we will type node and script.js. Yeah, we get hello world. So now you can see that's very easy, and this is the way where you can, without going to the browser, and we will go to the browser when we connect with DOM. So right now, and you can use another software, though it's a desktop software and people don't recommend it much. That is Run.js. Yeah, Run.js is the software. So if we open it, but I won't be using Run.js now, maybe in the future. Okay, but so now if you write something like console log, so I use this software when I don't want to go to the browser, but as of now I recommend not using this. You might use it in the future. So when we are interacting with the browser, but before interacting with the browser we need to learn a lot of new concepts. So that is the reason for which you would be using node script.js or node and name of the file, whatever you use. So just go to the terminal and press this, you will get a new terminal. Besides, if you want to do it from your keyboard, you need to just type control and tilde. Okay, so this is how you do it. Control plus tilde. Yeah, if you press this control plus tilde, it will automatically open up your terminal. So I guess I have made it clear how we will run JavaScript with the help of Node. Okay, so hello everyone, hopefully you all are doing good. So here we are going to talk about what is a variable. Now from this episode, until and unless we go to the DOM, I would be using node script.js. So you need to make sure you have your Node installed on your system, and to install Node on your system you can go to Node.js. Okay, so here you can go to Node.js. So you can go to Node.js, and it's recommended you install the LTS version rather than the current version. So LTS version is recommended for most users. So that's pretty much it. Now let us talk about, because I would just do something like, let us type the console here. Yeah, so you see, and after downloading Node.js or after installing Node.js on your system, what you need to do is you need to just do node to check the version of node this, and if you have this, which means you have successfully installed node on your system, congratulations. So now what we will do is we will learn about variables. Okay, so these are the interview questions, but let me start with what exactly is a variable. So a variable is something which is stored in the value of something which is stored inside a container is called a variable. That is what you will get the definition, but let me explain a bit clearly. Suppose you have a glass and you have water. So glass and water. So here glass is the variable and water is the value. So you have a glass and you're putting water. You might also have a mug. So whatever is used for storing the value of something is called a variable. It's as simple as that. Okay, so before you need to understand what is a variable, right? Suppose, so a variable is allocated a specific memory, which means when you write a equals to 5 or b equals to 6, there is allocation of a specific memory. Okay, so variable is simply something which is used to store value of a variable. Which is used to store a value. Simple. Okay, or a container which can be used to store value of a variable. So if it is a glass, then inside glass, the glass is the variable and water is the value of the variable. As simple as this. So now let us how to define a variable in JavaScript. So there are three ways. So the first thing, there are three ways where by the help of which you can define the value of a variable. The three ways are var, let, and const. Okay, it's as simple as this. Okay, so initially var is the oldest, and in future episodes we are going to discuss the difference between var, let, and const. But first let's come to var. So here if you type var a equals to 5 and so here we have declared our first variable. Okay, and when you write var a equals to 5, this is how you declare a variable. You can use let, you can use const, and later as I said we will come to these. So now let us console log and see what the value of var is. So node script.js, yes, so you see we get the value equivalent to 5. Now how can we change the value of the variable? Okay, so this is how we change the value of the variable. Suppose changing so now we can write a equals to 7, and if we console log a, let's go again, node script.js, yeah, so you see we have printed out both things on the console. So as I've changed it, it gives me the value of a equivalent to 7. So the latest value of a is 7. And now let us learn how you can redeclare a variable. So here we have redeclared a variable, and now if we console log, we would see so you see we get the value of 5, we get the value of 7, and we get the value of 9. So right now it's very simple. You just need to understand these are the questions: that what is a variable? Variable is something which is used to store a specific value. So like in real life, the glass can be a variable and water can be the value. The glass is used for keeping the water. So in your JavaScript, you'll be working with several values and several variables. So the thing which stores your value of the stores a value is known as variable. As simple as that. Or according to the definition, it can be said a container which is used to keep something. So I hope you guys are clear with this now. So there are 3 ways of defining a variable in JavaScript: let, var, and const. We will come through each and every one of these. First of all, you need to know how a variable is declared in JavaScript. Okay. Suppose var a equivalents to 5, and if we console log, we find the value of the variable. Then a equals to 7, we find the value of, that is how you can change the value of the variable. So first we took var a equals to 5. Now while changing the value of the variable, you just need to write a equals to 7. You don't need to write var before this. And if you want to redeclare a variable, though that is not a good practice, but this would come in the coming sections. So redeclaring a variable, this is var, you have to write again var a equals to whatever is the value of the variable. And this is console log a. Now instead of this, if we wrote my name, would it work? Let's see. Yeah, it gives us this, it changes the value to a string. Now we will learn about data types and many other things. So right now you need to know these things: what is a variable, and what is declaring a variable, redeclaring a variable, and changing value of a variable, and in what ways a variable is defined in JavaScript. So these can be the interview questions, and I hope after the end of this lecture you at least know what a variable is. And now this is pretty much it. I hope you like, subscribe to this video, and if you don't even like, please unlike and tell what are the reasons you didn't like this video. Thank you.